Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Colorado Rockies rebuild franchise here on MLB The Show 24. It's the NLDS, and we're here facing the top seed in the Los Angeles Dodgers, as the Dodgers won 110 games over the regular season, and we're here in Game 3 as we're tied up 1-1. Our Rockies advanced in the wild card round against the Atlanta Braves as we took that elimination game with a late home run from Anthony Santander. And now we won Game 2 against the Dodgers here 4-3 and lost Game 1 3-2 there in extra innings. So it's been very closely contested games here to start this series, as we do have a day game here. Must be a Saturday, I would think, as our Rockies have advanced to the NLDS, and we're a couple wins away from the National League Championship Series. Although we do have to get through Goliath here. It kind of feels like a David versus Goliath type atmosphere here with the Dodgers. You know, they have Shohei, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, all those stars, with Tyler Glasnow actually on the bump here today, the reigning Cy Young Award winner, as he did win it for our Year 3 season, but also Yoshinobu Yamamoto in that rotation. As you see there, Max Fried killed it in Game 1 in the National League Wild Card round against his former team in the Atlanta Braves. 7 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts, just 1 earned run, 3 hits allowed, and we really need him to return to that form here against the Dodgers in Game 3, as we are currently split here. The first game from Coors Field in the postseason in quite some time. Give it 8 years, as we're now in 2026. The 2026 postseason, as we see there, the numbers for Max Fried: 1-0, as I said, 7 innings, 9 strikeouts. A tremendous whip in that first game against the Braves. Really neutralized Ronald Acuna Jr., Austin Riley, who finished second in MVP voting, as Fried will be opposed here by Tyler Glasnow. And already the Dodgers up 5-0. Ohtani a solo shot, Diego Cartaya a 2-run home run, and we actually are in here a player lock game with Michal Toglia. Had a whopping 23 at-bats during the regular season, and now he's here. First pitch swinging on the Cy Young Award winner, Michal Toglia, deep left center. And that is out of here. Michal Toglia, his first career postseason at-bat, and he goes yard. I didn't even get to get into details with him, but an inkling told me to just put him into the lineup. As I said, only 23 at-bats during the regular season. Spent most of his time down in AAA, as he's had maybe 150 scattered at-bats throughout the past 4 seasons here, splitting time between the bigs and AAA. Number 9 in the lineup, as I said, his first career pitch he sees in the postseason, and he takes Tyler Glasnow, the Cy Young Award winner, to deep left center, although it's still a 5-1 game here. Here's Diego Cartaya, batting .500 so far in the postseason, as Will Smith is hurt for the Dodgers. Taj Bradley now out there, so Max Fried did not have it in this game. As we face a 4-run deficit, Cartaya slaps that here to left field. As I said, Toglia gets the start here today in place of a struggling Yanquiel Fernandez. We were hoping Toglia would just provide, a spark, and he certainly has, as we're now back up bottom of the 5th, still a 5-1 game. Tyler Glasnow pitching very well, as you would expect from a Cy Young Award winner. So last start, Max Fried faced Spencer Strider, who won it last year, and now Glasnow this year. First pitch swinging again for Toglia, and he's going to send that another home run. And what is going on here? Michal Toglia homers in his first 2 career postseason at-bats. Who has ever done that before? Not only in his first 2 at-bats, he's gone deep on his first 2 pitches that he's seen. What is going on here in Colorado? And just, a disclaimer, we don't play on rookie on this channel. We play on Legend, Hall of Fame. We are on dynamic difficulty, and I think it might be on Hall of Fame Plus right now, as opposed to we are sometimes on Legend, but still, this is just unprecedented. I don't think you could replicate this type of feat if you try to do it yourself, even on rookie difficulty, let alone Hall of Fame Legend. So Toglia has absolutely sparked our team, our fans, as it's now a 5-3 ball game. Our Rockies slowly but surely clawing our way back in. Now 2-2 here to Freddie Freeman, and he split short and third there. Another base hit here into left field, so 1 man on in the top of the 6th for the Dodgers. As it's now a 5-4 ball game. Ryan McMahon an RBI single, and our Rockies have scored 4 straight runs to Toglia has seen 2 pitches, put one to right field, put the other to left center. Now let's go dead center. Let's try and play a horse here today with Michal Toglia. Chris Martin on the mound. And we do first pitch swing again. A little late on that fastball as it's now 0-1. And we do swing that. A hard rip there to short, fielded by Mookie Betts. And to the Dodgers' delight, Toglia finally retired. And I wonder if we're going to get another at-bat here. Down 1 run. As it's now a tie ball game, we've worked it back. And the winning run is on first. Alex Vesia now on the bump. I think it was a Santander RBI. And this is what postseason baseball is all about, folks. Down 5-0 in the first. And Michal Toglia almost single-handedly willed us back as the winning run is now on first. Looking at that first high fastball for the first strike as it's now 1-1. If you can't tell, folks, I'm really sporting a high over here. This is why you make the YouTube channel, for moments like this. You want to share these type of gaming moments with everybody else. And I was going to say it would only be complete if we could drive in the winning run, but a ground ball there to second as Toglia grounds out into the 4-6-3 double play. The twin killer there, as that definitely a little exhale there from the Dodgers, as it's now top of the 10th. And no runner on. So yeah, I guess in the postseason they don't have that runner starting in scoring position. So extra inning baseball for the second time in 3 games, as Freddie Freeman, another nice rip there into left. As we do have Gregory Soto on the mound in this one. 2 outs here in the 10th. And I wish we could let it play out. Let's see how it plays out. And Anthony Santander, a walk-off home run, as our Rockies steal Game 3 here, come back to rewrite a 5-run deficit. Michal Toglia, 2 for 3 with 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and what a game here in Colorado. I'm sorry, 2 for 4, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. Santander also 2 home runs and 3 RBIs as our Rockies took this one. We'll take a look at the box score. Toglia there, 2 for, like I said, an inkling just made me start Toglia, and he has maybe what's going to be the most memorable game of his entire career. And, a performance like that can single-handedly earn you a roster spot for next season. Max Fried 5 earned in 2 1/3, but Taj Bradley saved the day. 5 strikeouts, 3 2/3, no earned runs. And then we had an inning each from Antone, Barlow, Gilbreth, and Soto as they combined to allow no runs. And what a team effort here from Coors Field. And now in this Game 4, we're going to do a quick manage game. So we do have a chance to clinch it. We're going to do a quick manage game up until the 7th inning, kind of like we did in that elimination game against the Braves, where we did take it with that Santander late home run. So Anthony Santander has hit 2 game-winning home runs now during this playoff run. We'll have Shohei Ohtani against Aaron Savali. Savali did not have a good start there in Game 2 against the Braves, and now we see the bracket. So Philadelphia swept the Cubs, so if we win one of these next 2 games, that's who we will face in the NLCS. Over in the American League, Minnesota, Kansas City tied up at 1-1, and Baltimore up 2-0, 1 game away from sweeping the division rival Tampa Bay Rays. But like I said, we'll go into a quick manage game now, and we're going to keep that lineup exactly the same. Shohei Ohtani. I think Ohtani started Game 1, so they're actually skipping Bobby Miller in the rotation, even though Bobby Miller won 22 games during the regular season, but they're really going to put it on the shoulders here of Ohtani instead. As play ball, Game 4, the Rockies a chance to clinch a spot in the NLCS. A leadoff home run there from Freddie Freeman, and that is not how he wanted to get the day started. Now Riley Green, a solo shot for him as the Dodgers go back-to-back to start Game 4. They are not playing around now. Strikeout there. We go pitch to contact to Ohtani. We'll do the same here for Betts. And he hits a home run. 3 solo shots for the Dodgers in this first inning, as another hot start for them. But remember, they're up 5-0, and we came back to win. Now Brendan Rodgers strikes out to lead it off. A 1-out single from Robert. A single there from Jones. Now Anthony Santander up, and he gets a 2 RBI double. And Santander continues to produce here during this postseason run. But Pete Alonso has been very cold. We moved him down to the 5 spot. Let's see how he does. He grounds out, now 2 away. McMahon hit by the pitch. Now Danny Jansen and he strikes out. So we get 2 back now, a 3-2 game. A leadoff walk there for Gavin Lux. Let's see how Civale can respond as he does get the double play. And he does get out of the inning. Good response. Now here's Tovar as he gets a leadoff walk. Now Michal Toglia, yesterday's hero. A 2-run home run from Toglia. Get out of here. He's 3 for 5 with 3 home runs. What is going on? The Rockies have taken the lead. And I am at a loss, folks. This is absolutely absurd. A 1-out double there from Robert. As back-to-back strikeouts from Ohtani. Now 4-2 Rockies as the lineup turns over here for LA. Civale a pop-up, a fly-out. Now Ohtani up. 2-out single. Now here's Betts. Pitch around. He works a walk. Now James Outman. And a 2 RBI double for Outman as the Dodgers are back on top. A strikeout there for Ramon Urias. Now 5-4. Bottom of the third, a 1-out double for McMahon as he'll be stranded on second. Now top of the fourth, I'm kind of tempted to just pull Aaron Civale at this point. Does get a strikeout, then a triple to Chris Taylor. Now we got to go lefty here with 4 lefties, 5 out of the next 6 due up. But no one is really warm. I think we might have to go to Freeland here. He's lower stamina, but I think it's a little too early to go Soto. So we'll bring out Kyle Freeland. Made 1 start, 1 relief appearance, I think, so far, as he does get the fly out. Now here's Freddie Freeman, and he gets a fly out, strands the runner there on third. Now 5-4, here's Michal Toglia, and he strikes out. And a 1-2-3 inning there. Now top of the fifth, ground out, a 1-out walk there to Ohtani. Now here's Betts as he works a walk. Now James Outman, now bases loaded. 1 away here for Ramon Urias. Definitely have to go back to the pen. Now we'll go to TJ Antone. Sack flies. Now 6-4 Dodgers. And a 3-run home run from Gavin Lux. That one kind of breaks it open. A 2-out single there from Chris Taylor. Now a 5-run deficit here for the Rockies. As Ohtani gets a 1-2-3 inning. Now we'll go back to the bullpen here. Down 5. We'll just put Peter Lambert in for mop-up duty. Freeman had a leadoff single, then nothing doing after that. Now bottom of the 6th, and like I said, we are going to jump into it in the top of the 7th, so hopefully we can get something back. A 1-out walk there for Jansen, as they do bring out Tony Gonsolin. Ohtani 5 1/3, 4 earned. A double play, and now we're in the top of the 7th. And as I said, we are going to enter this one. So we see Kansas City now 2-1 as they win Game 3. Baltimore now up 2-1 as Tampa Bay wins Game 3. So both American League Series still going on as we're here top of the 7th, a 9-4 ball game. Wish it was a little bit closer, as we'll have to rewrite a 5-run deficit in back-to-back games if we want to come away with a win here today. First pitch swinging there is Outman going to send that to his counterpart, Robert Jr. there in center. As Peter Lambert gets 1 out on 1 pitch. Now here's Ramon Urias, 0 for 3, a sac fly. And we'll just go fastball here, as that one does get in there for a strike. And we'll go right back to it. So I was thinking about saving Game 5, if necessary, as a full game in the next episode. But I'm also kind of tempted to just slider, just catch that outside part of the plate, as Ramon Urias goes down with the backwards K. So 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Nasty work there from Lambert. But as I was saying, I was tempted to just save Game 5 for next episode and do a full game like I did for Game 1 in the NL Wildcard Series. But I might just make it a different episode, as Gavin Lux sends that to deep right center, and that is out of here. Lux broke it open earlier, I think in his last at-bat, with a 3-run home run. And this time he's going to send it over the wall again for 449 as the Dodgers pour it on now of 6 runs, 10-4, as they're setting up some Game 5 action. Like I said, I wish this was closer when we jumped into our game against the Braves in the last episode where we clinched Game 3 there. It was a tie ball game. We went yard with Anthony Santander, and it was a good time. But not so much here, as Gavin Lux takes us deep again. And now Chris Taylor, 2 for 3, also has a triple. And we'll see if Lambert can at least just get out of this inning. Good shot there to left. Toglia took a step in, although he does catch up. You never take that first step in. But good recovery there, as he does haul that one in for the out. 10-4 here in Game 4 of the NLDS. Time to stretch from Colorado. To lead it off, none other than Michal Toglia. He is 3 for 6 now in this postseason with 3 home runs. Just absolutely insane, as we are going to get a good shot on that one. Over the head of Riley Greene, off the top of the wall, as the Michal Toglia hot streak continues, as he's now 4 for 7. Every hit has been of extra bases. What is going on with Michal Toglia? I played a lot of games offline, in our AAA system, and I always had a good feel for him hitting the ball, but never this type of production. He's just far and away our best hitter right now. As now here's Brendan Rodgers. First pitch swing, just going to loft that into foul territory. Hopefully it drops, as it does. Riley Greene, a good attempt there. Greene acquired from Detroit back in that year 1 season, as the trades in this game can be a little absurd at times. Now the 0-1, as Rodgers going to rip that now. Foul down the left field line, as Gonsolin has him right where he wants him. 0-2. Nope. Good eye there by Rodgers on the high pitch, as Matt Moore and Brusdar Graterol warming up there in the pen, a lefty and a righty, as the Dodgers need 9 more outs to get out of this one and force an elimination game 5. Rodgers holds up, although that pitch looked like it did find the zone, as Gonsolin not happy about that, but we'll take the call, as it's now 2-2. Rodgers still staying patient, as you go from a 0-2 count, now works it full. Luis Robert Jr. on deck. Here's the payoff pitch, as Rodgers, a soft pop fly there right back to the pitcher's mound, but Freddie Freeman will come in and he will make the play there. Anticlimactic result for Rodgers, who just pops it up, as now Luis Robert Jr. up 4 for 16 in this series, a home run. His best performance here today, 2 for 3. And he started off our postseason run with a 3-run home run in our first inning in game 1 of that wild card round. Looks at a fastball right over the plate there for strike 1. And now the fastball just misses high. I feel like the patience our hitters are showing at this point in the game, down 6 runs, but you got to work your way back 1 run at a time. Swing and a miss there, good slider. And it's now a 1-2 count. Curveball misses inside, now a 2-2. Robert Jr. swinging a miss, nice splitter there from Gonsolin. So the leadoff double, and then nothing doing after that, as Toglia has been stranded on second. Here's Nolan Jones, batting just 250, OPS at 621, as he's still in search of his first postseason home run. I'd have to move him down a couple spots in the order if he doesn't deliver here today, although he does slap that out to the gap. Outman not going to catch up to that one, as Jones going to get the second around. Second, head for third. Some aggressive base running here, as he is going to get in there with the RBI triple, as we do get 1 more back. Now it's a double lead here, 10-5, as we just need to double our total, and then we're cooking here today. Nolan Jones slaps that into the gap, and he's on his horse from the bat, as he gets all the way to third. Now here's Anthony Santander, who's been an RBI machine, postseason, regular season, it doesn't matter. Always a threat here to go yard, as he's going to swing at that fastball, and that one is fouled off. 3 for 13 in the series, but 2 home runs. Had the go-ahead, the game-winning run in the top of the 7th there in Game 3 against Atlanta. Now the 0-1 swing and a miss on the splitter. We wanted that one. Santander now in a 0-2 hole, as he's going to just send that over to second. Gavin Luxfield throws to first. So 10-5 now after 7. Nolan Jones an RBI triple, as our Colorado Rockies scrapping back slowly but surely. Now Dalton rushing to lead it off here. Splitting time at catcher with Diego Cartaya. In the absence of Will Smith, we'll just leave Peter Lambert out there in this mop-up role, as he gets a first pitch ground out. Now here's Freddie Freeman tearing it up, 6 for 18 in the series, 2 for 4 today. Not going to be too generous with our pitches to him. We get the call there on the outside part of the plate. Good placement from Lambert. Now the 0-1. That one off. Now we'll go with the 1-1 changeup. Good placement there, just getting right off the plate where we need it. We'll try that again here on 1-2. That one right back to the pitcher, And Peter Lambert stabbed at it but couldn't bring it in as Freddie Freeman, his third hit of the day. And we have not been able to get him out here in this NLDS. There's now Riley Green on. Should we go to the pen here? I think we'll see if Lambert can go one more batter. Hopefully get a double play maybe. As that changeup does get in there for a strike. He's hitting his spots pretty well. Aside from that home run we gave up to Gavin Lux. Another good fastball there. Catches the outside part of the plate. Now we'll try a low changeup here. As that one's off. Good eye by Green.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's now 1-2. We'll go back to the changeup. Don't really want to force anything with the breaking ball as that changeup gets in there for strike 3. And as I said, Peter Lambert is hitting his spots, but when he misses bad. Now here's Shohei Ohtani, batting .357 in this series. Also a good pitching performance today, as again, like I said, when we miss really bad. As Ohtani just corks that into right center for his second postseason home run. And Peter Lambert gives up another long ball here. And really the only reason he's still out there is because of such a big deficit. We're trying to save some of our other arms, you know, for the pending Game 5. But Shohei Ohtani, nice handshake there with Freeman and Betts. As the Dodgers are shaking hands as they're set to play a Game 5 here. Unless our Dodgers can rewrite a 7-run deficit now. Will then throw out John Curtis. Hasn't had much action here in the postseason, just 1 game. As he got 2/3 of an inning. As he'll face Mookie Betts here. Curtis just going to have him out there for the final 4 outs, you would assume. Unless LA just continues to absolutely... As Betts does single there. And that'll bring up James Outman now. Now 1-0 fastball misses. That one does get in there. Now the 1-1 will go slider. As Outman sends that to left. Toglia giving chase, and he does get that one. Hard shot off the bat there from Outman. But luckily Toglia in perfect position as the Dodgers add some more. We get 1 back. Then they say they're going to get 2. 1 step forward, 2 steps back here in Game 4 of the NLDS. Leading it off now will be Pete Alonso, 3 for 15. And, you know, if we're going to be winning baseball games, we really need him to deliver. Was an MVP candidate, finished below Austin Riley and the eventual winner, Juan Soto, who is back with the Padres. 0-1 count. Alonso going to send that to right. A diving glove save used to my hockey telecast, but a diving catch out there for Riley Green as he robs Pete Alonso of a base hit. The Dodgers clicking on all cylinders here, not only at the plate but in the field. And much to the delight there of Tony Gonsolin, as the Dodgers now 5 outs away from advancing. Swing and a miss there on the high splitter. That one kind of hung up there. Ron McMahon just 3 for 12 here in the series. Had 2 home runs in the NL wildcard round, but nothing really of note here as he's going to enter a contract year for next season, year 4 of this franchise. And there's another swing and a miss there on the splitter. Now the 1-2. And that one does get in there. Not sure what we're looking at in that spot. As McMahon goes back to the bench after going down looking. And that'll bring up Danny Jansen. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Jansen, a first pitch swing in there. Get the perfect. And so get the 2-out single. That'll now bring up Ezequiel Tovar. 0 for 2 was very good early on in the postseason, but kind of cooled off. A soft one there up the middle as he will reach base now with a single. And that's going to bring up the people's champ, Michal Toglia, as he's had a phenomenal start here in 2 games to this postseason. And you got to think he's going to be on the 26-man roster next year. First pitch there, slaps it in the gap there. We're going to just hold the runner at third as Toglia, another base hit. And, you know, he's not even working these counts. He's just going up there being aggressive. First pitch swinging. And he's getting base hits now. Bases juiced as the lineup turns over here for Brendan Rodgers. And they're going to keep Gonsolin out there. First pitch off the plate as Rodgers now works at 2-0. You got to get a pitch to hit here if you're going to swing. And that one might have been one, but we hold off. As it is now a 2-1 count. Bases juiced here, bottom of the 8th, Game 4 of the NLDS. as that one does clip the zone. So Rogers just keeping the bat on his shoulder as it's now a 2-2 count. Rogers again just going to chip one up as Riley Green will get over. Just fights that one off. That was well outside the zone. And that was probably our biggest miss so far in this game. 12-5 still here in Colorado heading into the final frame. Ramon Urias to lead it off, still looking for his first hit here in the postseason. John Curtis still out there on the mound, a first pitch ball. Now the 1-0. That one does get in there for a strike. And now here 1-1 will go slider. That one kind of hangs over the plate. Alonso, a nice snag there at first. A Gold Glove Award winner last year. Not the hardware we expected him to win when he came over here to Colorado. But we'll take it now. Gavin Lux, 2 home runs in this game. And he's on his way to being the MVP of this series. If he can keep it up going into Game 5. If he can lead the Dodgers to another win. So 2 for 3 on the day, 2 home runs. John Curtis trying to get him out for the second out here in the 9th. As the Rockies trail by 7. Lux going to send that out to right. Nolan Jones there does make the play. 2 up, 2 down here. And that's going to bring up Chris Taylor, 2 for 4, a triple and a single. Just pitching in on the hands here. Sends that to right. First pitch swinging for Nolan Jones out there. And he can't make the play. Gets behind him. Taylor going to head for second. And he will reach. Not sure what they're going to rule that. Single E9 maybe. But Taylor reaches base again. And that will extend the inning for the Dodgers. The number 9 hitter here, Dalton Rushing. Young catcher in this organization. Does have a home run in this series. Both catchers actually do for the Dodgers. A swing and a miss that time. Now the 1-1. That 2-seamer gets in there. A nice pitch there from Curtis. And they'll just raise the eye level here on 1-2. Swing and a miss there from Rushing. Curtis gets out of the inning after Taylor reached second. But 3 outs to work with. You have to get 7 if you want to avoid a Game 5 here. 2-3-4 up. Robert Jr., Jones, Santander. Here's Robert Jr., 2 for 4. A double and a single in this game. Tony Gonsolin still out there to finish it off.
Counts 1-0.
He ate a lot of innings as the Dodgers really, relied on the rotation. As they had 5, aces pretty much. And Gonsolin was their main contributor out of the bullpen. They didn't really need to rely on many arms. Robert Jr. sends that over to first, just fights off that low slider. 1 up, 1 down here. As the Rockies just 2 outs to work with. Nolan Jones had that RBI triple in his last at-bat, but really nothing doing offensively despite getting the bases loaded in the last inning. Jones does foul off that first pitch. And I am going to just save Game 5 of this NLDS. We'll do a full game in the next episode, as it could be the last game of this Year 3 season. Jones fights off the high fastball there, stays alive on 0-2. Fouled off another fastball there in on the hands, and as excited as I am, for the postseason in this series finally for the first time, I'm super excited for the pending offseason. I think this is going to be the offseason where we really complete this team and put our own pieces in play, as we have had huge improvement since Year 1, but still not quite where we need to be. Curveball there on 2-2 misses inside, as Nolan Jones has worked it full. Anthony Santander on deck. Here's the payoff pitch. And Jones is able to hold up there as he works the 1-out walk. And that brings up Anthony Santander. A 2-run double earlier. 3 home runs through the postseason, 2 in this series. Let's see if he can make it another one here. Gonsolin approaching 50 pitches as he gets the swing and the miss. The splitter has worked really well for him. Now the 0-1 to Santander. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. Gonsolin doing a good job of mixing things up, as he now has Santander 0-2. Now a 1-2 count after a fastball missed high. Santander gets a hold of that one, and now making 3 home runs in this series for him, as we got 2 back now. 12-7 game here, and we're not going down without a fight. Now making 4 postseason home runs in this postseason for Santander. 3 in this series. I want to say 2 or 3 straight games now with the long ball from Santander. Just produces no matter where you put him in the lineup. in the 3, 4, 5 spots. Does have a player option at the end of the season, or I guess, going into the offseason, but we're hoping he sticks around. A very good DH for us. We signed him back in year 1 with Danny Jansen, Pete Alonso, Max Fried, all guys who have emerged as key pieces during this postseason run. As finally the Dodgers going to go to the bullpen. Just the second game for Brusdar Graterol. He did not have a good first outing, but they'll look to him to get the last 2 outs here in this game 4. As Pete Alonso now 0 for 4. And we really need him to get something going. Not a good postseason for him, just 3 hits. And he kind of faded towards the end of the year. Had that MVP candidacy going, but just really lost touch as Juan Soto pulled away. Pete Alonso now going to go oppo. Talking about how he needs to get it going, and he provides a huge shot there into the upper deck. As it's now a 4-run ball game. Like I said, our Rockies not going down without a fight. Pete Alonso sends that the opposite field, and Graterol serves up a long ball to the first batter he faces on just his second pitch. So now 2 outs to work with, and we've minimized it to a 4-run deficit as we go back-to-back here. Santander and Alonso. And this team is certainly fun to watch. We're second in the regular season in home runs. That's been key to victory a lot of the way. Now here's Ryan McMahon. Let's see if we can make it 3 straight. As McMahon looks at a sinker off the plate. Some very good at-bats here in this 9th inning. Now the 1-0. That one does get in there. Good placement on that sinker. Here's the 1-1. And McMahon gonna send it deep. It is 3 straight. Back to back to back. As Ryan McMahon gets in on the action. It was a 7-run deficit, now a 3-run deficit. And I'll just keep saying it, we are not going down without a fight, folks. What is going on here? A wild episode between the Michal Toglia sensation there in the beginning, or I guess that's still kind of going. And now we hit 3 straight home runs in the top of the 9, or bottom of the 9. I think the first time in this series we've gone back to back to back. As we go from Santander to Alonso to McMahon. And don't look now, but we still have a chance here. We never gave up hope. You just got to keep taking good at-bats. And now here's Danny Jansen, 1 for 3. Always a long ball threat. As that first pitch cutter misses inside. Wild episode. I hope you all have been enjoying it. As we're still not done here in Game 4 of the NLDS. Really hope you tune in for the upcoming offseason. As Jansen going to chop that one foul. Not only for that, but for the games to come, as next episode will have the deciding Game 5, unless we can work our magic here. As Danny Jansen again going to foul one off, that time on the slider. Now here's the 2-2. That one misses up and in, as Danny Jansen has now worked the count full. Here's the payoff. And a swing and a miss from Jansen. We can't keep the magic going, as Graterol does get the strikeout. As we're now down to our final out. 3-run ball game here, and they will go to the bullpen promptly and bring in the closer of the year this season, Evan Phillips. 49 out of 52. A sub, that whip at .76, the ERA at 1.4. And the strikeout to walk ratio like 6-7 to 1. Maybe the most dominant season of any closer this past season. Now it's Ezequiel Tovar, our last hope to keep this one going. As that first pitch curveball misses just outside. And Michal Toglia is on deck, so that's pretty much a guaranteed home run. So hopefully we can get him up to the dish. Tovar swinging a miss on the cutter, as it's now a 1-1 count. And swinging a miss on that one, 1-2. I thought there was 2 strikes for some reason, which was my excitement. Now here's the 1-2. And swinging a miss that time as the Dodgers win. I was a little premature there, but what an inning there from our Rockies. 3 home runs. We went back to back to back, but that was not enough to overcome this offensive onslaught that the Dodgers provide as they force the Game 5 winner go home, as we are going to have another elimination game. We won the first one against Atlanta, but now we have to win the next one if we want to advance to the NLCS for a matchup with the Philadelphia Phillies. So tune in to the next episode where we'll have Casey Mize on the bump, for another elimination game. And I'm not sure who the Dodgers are going to throw out there. It's going to be either Yamamoto or Bobby Miller. But the Dodgers take Game 4 here, 12-9, a wild one from Coors Field. and this certainly builds up a lot of anticipation for the 5th and deciding game of this series. So we're all evened up, set for Game 5. Winner advances to the NLCS. We'll have Casey Mize on against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And Mize actually did start our elimination game in Game 3 against the Braves, and we did win, but he did not turn in a good performance. We see here 4 innings, 5 earned with just 2 strikeouts. So hopefully he can put together a more complete effort, as Yamamoto had a very good start against us. I believe that was Game 2, and we'll revisit that here. But we still did win. He took the loss, but let's see the stat line. 7 innings, just 3 hits allowed, 2 earned. So if he can replicate that type of performance, they have a strong chance of winning. But hopefully Casey Mize can kind of put together his moment here, as we did acquire him at the trade deadline from the Rockies, and he just did not perform well. Now, we do want to take a look here at Michal Toglia. It's only right. And like I said, we just had an inkling to just throw him in the lineup there in place of the struggling Yanquiel Fernandez just on a whim. And he absolutely started mashing. Just 23 at-bats. He didn't even play at the big league level last year. 141 at-bats in 2024 and 2023, as he's had 137 games, 416 at-bats scattered over the last 5 seasons. Now 27, still B potential though, so he has a lot of room to grow. An above-average fielder, and we like that he's switch hitter, throws lefty. You like that at first base. Hits righties a little bit better than lefties, but +7 power against lefties, and seeing good progression across the board. So Toglia kind of just sneaking onto the scene here. As a look at him there, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs, batting .625 in his first 8 at-bats. What is that, 5 for 8? Add in a double to that as well. But this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. Thank you so much for watching. It was a super fun episode. A really good comeback win there in Game 3. We were down 5-0, ended up winning. Michal Toglia, 2 home runs on the first 2 pitches he faces, ends up homering here in Game 4, although we don't end up with the win. And then looking at the playoff picture here, Kansas City advances. They win Game 4 there against Minnesota as the top seed in the AL goes down. And like us, Tampa Bay and Baltimore will also have a deciding Game 5 here in the next episode. So as always, everybody, it's been real and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.